Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to all of you guys. Welcome to our very new stream. I'll be your host. My name is Akash, and I'll be more than happy to meet you after I think more than 15 days have been passed. Unfortunately, I was not there available, but yeah, here we are. We are with a lot of trading ideas that I'll be sharing with you. We will be watching about the market. As you know, the name of the stream, we will be talking about the financial market in depth, and we'll try to analyze various trading ideas based on these major economic news events that will be happening, and it will be having a very important, impactful event that are lined up specifically for the last week. We have seen a lot of volatility in the market. You probably will know in the market, the volatility was quite high. It was tremendously volatile, and we have seen a lot of impact in the market. So, for today's stream, we'll be talking about the market in general and what could be the potential entry points we could have taken to maximize our potential profitability. And in the meantime, we will also see what would be the future trading ideas we can create from the existing ones. I have a bunch of news lined up from you guys. I would be sharing all these details. But before moving forward with this conversation, let me know in the comment section. This is an initiative taken by Olymptrade to reach out to each and every client and let them know that the trading is very easy once you know how to make profit in the financial market. In case if you have any questions, guys, the comment window is all yours. I have another set of monitor where I'll be reading your comments. In case if you have any question, any particular question that you may see, I'll be more than happy to answer your doubts. Guys, let me know and be very honest in the conversation if you are facing any particular feature that you need in Olum Trade. And in the future updates, you may seek that some sort of changes can be done in the application itself. There are a few new features that you may want to add. We'll be more than happy to escalate your concern to our team, and so that we will be able to help you out effectively well. So yeah, welcome to the screen. And guys, if you have any question, you know the comment section. You can ask any question of your choice, may it be regarding multiplier, fixed time trading, forex trading, any trading advices if you may seek. If you have any particular question regarding any particular asset, maybe you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to all your questions. I think there is one first comment. Good evening, sir. Mr. Saman said, sir, we are here, sir, looking forward to a good session. I'll make sure that these sessions you will be end up on learning a lot of things altogether. And yeah, I believe we have a lot of potential once we know how market works. So my objective as an analyst to guide you more on the path where you will be able to understand the market, and based on the existing market condition, we will be trying to find out the better trading opportunity for us. So welcome all of you. Again, my name is Akash Malhotra. I'll be your host for today's special live stream. Let's begin our conversation. So today's stream or today's conversation will be split into the two half. The very first half will be talking about the financial market, what really has happened into the last week, and what could be more trading implication that we can do in this week to maximize our profitability. Anyways, in the comment section, you can let me know that which trading strategy is one of your favorite one. We can have a thorough discussion on any specific topic you may choose. But today's specific topic will be talking about the market. As you know, the name of the stream is we will be doing some market analysis, some market overview, and we will try to build our trading analysis based on that hypothesis. So welcome to the stream. Let's begin our conversation. So guys, as you know, Sir Donald Trump applied heavy tariff rules on a lot of countries. It includes all the countries in the world, majority of the country on world. They named it as a reciprocal tariff. They charged different part of the country, and it was been applicable on 2nd of April, starting from 2nd of April, and this is exactly what has happened. So the market was completely in chaos. We may can say that there are a lot of selling happen in the market, and which has impacted the market to one of the worst case situations. So let's try to analyze what really has happened and what really has impacted the market. Now, starting from 2nd of April, exactly around 1:30 midnight, according to the Indian Standard Time, it was applied. So let's talk about USD first. So we know that the inflation will be through the roof. So I'll give you a step-by-step instruction why the value of USD has been decreasing or increasing based on this market analytics. We will try to find out one good idea based on which a lot of people did made a considerable profit, and we will see how it could have impacted to the market again, to the different parts. So let's move forward now. So we know that on 2nd of April, Donald Trump applied the tariff on all the countries. Now, this basically has impacted the market. Let's talk from an inflation point of view. So let's just suppose, guys, you are working in US. Let's take an example, and based on that hypothesis, I'll see how the USD would have reacted. So let's just suppose, guys, you're working in US, and you create some. Let's just suppose a manufacturing tool, maybe an expensive manufacturing tool. So it costs like around $100 for you to build. Now, the raw material that you basically import is from the different country. Let's take an example for China, right? So suppose you buy something from the China, and you produce in it or manufacture it in US or assemble in US. And once you do that, uh, so back in the time, the price was like around $100 for the import price. But once it has been imported, since uh, the US government has applied a greater tariff on it, more than 100% tariff on it. So the thing that you were buying, we call it as a purchasing price. Thus, your purchasing price increases. If your purchasing price increases, your manufacturing price increases. If your manufacturing price increases, definitely you will be going to sell it at the higher price. And ultimately, who will gonna pay for the higher amount? It's the consumer who are working in US. And that is what exactly happened. So therefore, for the people who are residing in US, the inflation was extreme. There are higher chances to rise in the inflation. That is one of the reasons why the market started tumbling down. I'll give you an example. Also, a lot of people started selling their position on USD. So USD basically depreciated against all the currencies. You can name the currency: Euro, USD, GBP, USD, AUD, USD. I'll show you the graph here. So we'll select the graph for around 30 minutes, and let me zoom it in to show you the impact of it. As I told you, after 1:30 on 2nd of April, exactly after 1:30, the market started diminishing itself. All the people started selling there was a lot of pressure on the market on the selling side because of the existing tariff. And here we can see the impact. The market greatly impacted. And starting from this position, a lot of people started selling their position. This is one of the worst case scenario. So the price of USD JPY, which was roving around or moving around 150 yen per dollar, 150 yen per dollar, it tumbled down to one of the worst case scenarios, 142. This is one of the worst fall in the financial market in the recent time. This is one of the best trading ideas. A lot of people did made a fortune on this. So people started selling their position on USD. I basically closed my position. I opened like around 20, 30 odd positions on this. Started selling my position, and on USD JPY specifically, I made a considerable amount of profit. I would love to show you my trades. I hope uh, in finding out the better signal for myself, what I did, I invested heavily on gold. I'll tell you what were the different reasons, but let me just share you my trades on that specific day to show you how much amount of profit I would have made. So here, what you can see, every single trade, every single trade. This is 3rd of April. Market started plummeting down. So every single trade that I have executed on USD, I put my position on the selling side. If you can see this, we scalp our way out. That means we hold our position for a very short time. As soon as we made the profit, we left the market. Same goes to euro. Since we know that the value of USD could be decreasing, so it will be heavily impacting the value of euro. So if the USD will be decreasing, people intended to invest in euro more, and that is one of the reasons why the euro USD is highest among the time. Let me remove everything from my screen to show you more precisely how it impacted. So see, after 1:30, the market, which was stagnated for euro, rose tremendously to the highest value of 1.14. This is amazing. This is amazing impact that we can see from the market. So here, Euro USD climbed considerably high. For all those people who are living in India, the value of 1 euro is equal to around 98 rupees for the Indian consumer, for the Indian people. Although the value of dollar has been depreciated against INR and against all the pair. But yeah, the market seemingly rose from this moment. So not only USD, if you may say USD JPY, we can also select any pair considering that factor. So if we may select USD CAD, USD CHF, everything plumbed down. So there is a sharp decline in the price. And yeah, we did make a considerable profit in it. In the same day, using the scalping technique, I was able to make around 700 and odd some dollars, even though I have invested in the gold. And yes, it did also work out fruitfully well for me. So that is one thing. So the market, the sheer panic in the market happened. And that's where the trading idea lies, guys. There were a lot of trading ideas. Let's just jump to another trading idea. So what really has happened, because there was a lot of selling in the market happens. And let me give you a very brief idea about when the market in the market, when the selling happens, when a lot of people start selling their position, when a lot of people to start selling their position, the value of gold also depreciated. But it was a great entry for those people who know that. Now, in the extreme calamity, let me give you an example. So, in the extreme calamity, we may consider the COVID time, or we may also consider a part where the Russia-Ukraine conflict also happened. Uh, During these time, what really has happened? So that particular moment, people try to invest in a pair or in an asset where the inflation will be substantially there, but it will not impact the growth in that pair. And one of the safest way to invest would be to go ahead with the natural resources. So the people often tend their investment on the safest haven. And this time, gold and silver played a major role in it. I want you to observe this market. On third, because of the sheer selling in the market did reduced, but there was a small correction. Because of this small correction, people were going to invest in gold one way or another. And that is exactly what has happened. So I, on the better side, have invested like around $4,000, and using a just a very moderate set of multiplier of 30, I wanted to enter myself in a position, even if the market goes in opposite direction, I would have been able to hold my position on Forex. So 30 leverage give me an extra edge to hold the position for the longer time. And once the market rose, here is my existing trade, guys. I invested $4,000 and I was able to make around 162, so 168% profit. So that means only on investing on gold, I was able to make around $6,739. Isn't it amazing? So this is how market plays in our favor. Right now, the gold has reached to the highest level because of the existing market uncertainty which has been happening in the market. And yeah, so right now, everything was on the selling side. Let's think about the possibility how it could have worked in another way. So not only gold, silver, platinum, everything started selling in the first time and then started rising. And the same thing happened with the Bitcoin. Because of this specific uncertainty, a lot of chaos in the market, the Bitcoin prices started to moving to another bottom sentiment, that was when the Donald Trump elected. It went to that specific period, which is $74, $74,000 per BTC. So the value of Bitcoin rose to 74,000. And in order to make ourselves on the profitable front, specifically on that, I was testing my hypothesis. We invested like around $1,000. So investing your amount with the very small value of multiplier. This will give you an extra edge to hold your position for the longer time. And it did work in our favor. Here we can see some considerable growth which has been there for the Bitcoin. Not only this, but can you imagine, guys? So India, being amongst a country where a lot of imports in the crude oil has been happening. So we see crude oil. Crude oil is something that we can say that every country, like specifically India, heavily relies on the Gulf countries and on the different nations to buy their oil. So what really happens? So the price of Brent, this was amazing. So the price of Brent, I was never thinking about this, but then it happened. The price of Brent went to the worst case scenario. This was during the COVID time. This was the one of the precious price on which the Brent has fallen down. So if you'll see let me just draw down here one line to show you, and let me know in the comment section if you're getting this or not. If not, let me know in the comment section. I'll just make sure that I'll teach you to the best possible extent possible from my end. Okay. So the value of Brent went down, and this is close to the second COVID 3 to 2021. One of the worst case scenario for the Brent. Now, in the international market, the price of Brent has been greatly decreased. It went to $58 per barrel. And if I want to create a trading idea based on this is the one of the worst case situations. So, following in the upcoming trend, there are higher chances for the Brent to rise. That is the reason, if you can see, I was testing this theory out, hold over position with a small amount, and we'll see how much the market rose. And here it is showing us like around $1,373, which is close to 37% profit. And another thing which I did was I invested in my real capital as well to hold my position and to make profit on the same. Guys, your questions means a lot to me, and these trading ideas are still there. So there are highest possibilities for Brent prices to rise from this price upwards. Yeah, we know for some period of time, Donald Trump did also suggested that they will be pausing the tariff specifically on every countries, but accepting China. So they are heavily, the tariff has been applied. So there is a reciprocal tariff has been applied, and there's a back and throw going on in the country. But what can be the circumstances on which we can make a lot of profit? So keep a very closer look on the value of Bitcoin. It's close to 85,000, and I still strongly believe it has a strong positive price for it to rise once again. But compared to Bitcoin, I feel Ethereum has the strongest chances to rise because the price went here around 1393, again one of the bottomest price. Considering the price recently it was able to breach above 4000 level, and now it has been close to around 1400. Now here, to make ourselves on the better side, on the profitable front, we can keep a look on this 1300 for Ethereum. It just sounds like a very good entry point. It had a substantial price to rise, but then it will be based on what would be the upcoming market updates. So I want you to have a very closer look on the entire market. Specifically for this month, I want you to observe a different news related aspect there, because the market has been greatly underperforming right now. So when the price of an asset is been oversold, so it gives us a huge opportunity to hold our position for the longer time. So there are a lot of events on which we can focus ourselves on. Let me just give you a very quick idea about the Nasdaq. Yes, the Nasdaq index, one of the favorite index we may say, Nasdaq, S&P 500, Dow Jones, all these index that shattered the market. Here, the price went to 16,000. Imagine yourself, in just couple of days or 3 days, the market completely shattered itself. And then there is a 3,000 price rise. So now we can see that even if I'll consider one situation, if you may remember, in last couple of weeks before, we talked about the price in Tesla. So Tesla is still close to half of its existing price. people do wait for the market to collapse so that they will be able to buy their favorite assets at that particular price level. So Tesla is available at the discounted price. If you may wish to buy it, you can go to the stocks menu. It will be available exactly around, I think, 7 p.m. IST, GMT plus 530. And here you will these assets which have been highly oversold. You can hold your position. You can buy the position at the stock price on all of trade as well. That's one thing. I have one more good news for you. So this month, you know that once in every 3 months the earning session starts. So this specific month is the earning season. So starting from 12th, that means couple of days before, the earning season has already been started. So a lot of companies will be releasing their earning report, and here people will be keeping a very close look on the performance of an asset. I believe that it will be substantially moving the market to some extent, because we majority of the time we have seen, may it be Netflix, Meta, Tesla, IBM, Google, we can also Proctors and Gamblers, Visa, Mastercard, all these major large scale companies will be releasing these earning reports, and we can able to make a generous amount of profit in it. Now, in case, guys, if you need a specific conversation regarding the earning season, any specific stocks per asset that you may feel very close on, we will have a complete conversation on that. We'll be completely covering that part out, and I will be if you are interested to know more about the financial market or the earning season, let me know in the comment section. We will have a separate session according to that. It will be completely based on your view. How do you feel about that? And then we will be talking about that in more depth manner. So yeah, a lot of trading ideas. So hold yourselves right now. Nasdaq, a good substantial increase has been seen. So there will be some sort of correction which has happened recently, and then it started moving itself into the upward direction. Keep a very closer look on the prices of gold. Now the gold hitting the all-time highest price level, and there will be some sort of correction happening, because whenever gold reaches its highest level, there will be corrections happen. There are a lot of times the correction do happens from every moment. If you'll see, whenever the value of gold increases to the highest level, there will be some corrections. Hitting the highest price, again correction. Hitting the highest price, then again correction. And this is another time. It breaches itself to 3,250, close to 3,250, fall down. But I still strongly believe the gold has the highest chances to increase from this price level. So not on this week, but starting from next week, we will have earnings season major news events. It include, first of all, my special eyes will be on the Netflix, because Netflix amazingly has given me returns over a night close to 100% or more than 100%. It's again based on the analysis that we do. But yeah, these trading ideas, these earning ideas can help us to grow our account substantially. So right now, what would be the major part where you will be focusing your attention on? Would be Brent, Bitcoin, gold. Specifically the gold correction will happen, but ultimately the gold has to rise. That is one of the reason why I'm holding my position on gold with the 50x as a multiplier. There will be some sort of correction. That is why we are using just 50 as a multiplier. And once it comes around a price level where we want it to be, we will be executing with the higher amount. Again, from the last trade, if you can see, we were able to make close to 168%. Not this time we'll be expecting 168%, but from the scalping point of view, I still consider gold has a very substantial price increase can happen. I know still it is been overbought, but because of the extreme market uncertainty, I'm positive around 70 to 80% that the value of gold will increase. It will increase. So yeah, the market correlation happened, the market fluctuations happened, a lot of things happened. We forget about one thing. Consumer price index data was released, CPI, and the data has been released once in every month, specifically by US. And you can you imagine? So US inflation is showing on the red side. So let me just show you the economic calendar for the better confirmation. And here from these, in case if you do not know about the economic calendar, that's completely fine. We'll be talking about that. If you may seek to know more about this, we will be having a very brief conversation about that as well. Let me just go to select the timing and select the filter in here. By the way, guys, I wanted to ask you one question. Which area do you feel more inclined on trading on? Is it the fixed time trading more or the forex? Okay, so let me just select out the filter and here we go. So the consumer price index data, in my opinion, it was released on 10th of April. And here we can see that the all data turned out to be red. And exactly if you'll see on 20th of April, exactly at 6 o'clock, this is according to the India Standard Time GMT plus 530. If we check the candle, well, let's look at the 10th of April candle. It has impacted all the USD pair. You can name any USD pair, may it be Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD. It did impact it to the highest segments. Now the value, okay, that's great. The price has been increasing for USD. Nice. So the correction price has been seeing right now. Okay, so I was just showing you the candle which recently has happened. Let's cross confirm the date. It was on 10th of April, exactly at 6 o'clock. 10th of April and 6 o'clock. Let's look into the candle. Let me just switch the candle to a minute duration to show you every slight variation in the market. Okay, the reason why I'm explaining you in a thorough manner is to show you how this major news did impact the market. It did substantially increase or decrease the size of particular market. So 10th of April, let me just scroll down a little before. Okay, so 10th of April, exactly at 18. Yes, can you see this? The sell-off did happen. If the people who had outsell their position exactly at this moment would have made a considerable amount of profit. So yeah, this has helped some client to make profit, and the CPI did work out the way that we have anticipated it to be. Now, not only this, but a lot of times what I have seen when the consumer price index data, this is an inflation data which you can click on and get to know what CPI is and how it basically impact the market. We have couple of more minutes. Let me just quickly jump into the major part. CPI is a consumer price index, which is an inflation data. But we have another data, which has been shortly released after CPI, and we call it as PPI, producer price index. And let me give you a little trick about this. Whenever the consumer price index data releases, the candle do a backflip. That means if the data is red, the candle will move down, but then it will start rising. To confirm this hypothesis, because this is the data which I've been checking from last couple of years, more than couple of years, and I have seen the impact of this candle a lot of times. It has barely failed me. So let's do the for the confirmation. Let's reverse the candle and let's check the hypothesis how it would have reacted. And yeah, let's check that. So it was on 11th of April, exactly at 6 o'clock. So we'll go to 11th of April just to show you the correlation, guys, because a lot of people do make a lot of profit in the fixed time trade by taking a trade in PPI, specifically in opposite direction, in whichever the direction the candle usually indicates. So that means if the data is pointing us in downward direction, because the data is red, the people will start selling their position in USD. So that means once it should be a little red candle, and then from the bottom there should be a buying happening. So to confirm this hypothesis, let's confirm it from the candle itself. So on 11th, exactly at 6, I believe. That means 18. Okay. 11th, you see, the market moved down and then started rising up. To sum up this, if you can watch the candle for 5 minutes, it will give you a very clarity of data in there. So on 11th, exactly at 6 o'clock, let's confirm the hypothesis somewhere around 18. Yeah, here. If you can see the small tail, in whichever the direction, yeah, this one is the candle. In whichever the direction the candle goes, so the went into the bottom side and then started recovering itself on the same candle. So this is the hypothesis that we made, and it is a double confirmation of the same. Anyways, guys, I'll be coming up with a lot of trading ideas, and yeah, I'll be taking some good amount of trade in the next week. Before signing off, let me give you a brief part. Keep a very closer look on Brent and gold. If the value of gold decreases, you can buy in gold. And to cross confirm this hypothesis, take one trade in the demo account if you may want to confirm this on gold. Use the smallest multiplier and invest like around $100 here. We are investing like around $1,000 in here, and we'll see whether the market increases or not till the next session. Thank you very much for having me for today. It was lovely having conversations with you. I already enjoyed having conversations with you. Thank you very much for staying ahead with me. And in the next week, I'll be coming up with few more trading ideas. And yeah, last but not the least, the earnings season has been started. So yeah, we'll be making a generous amount of market analysis and we'll try to squeeze our profit on the same. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Akash Malhotra. I'll be signing off for today. Have a great day ahead and good luck in trading, guys. Thank you very much.